What's up, Raider Nation? How are y'all doing today? I hope you guys are all doing well. It's about 6 in the evening my time, so I'm gonna guess for a lot of people on the West Coast it's dinner time. So I hope you guys all had a good day today, and I hope you guys are all staying nice and cool inside. If you guys hear a bunch of noises in this video, two reasons. One, for some odd reason, my studio is the hottest room in my house. Oh my god, I love the people who are coming in. Thank you, I appreciate it. And two, oh wow, all right, we're gonna have a full house. Okay. And two, like I said, it's hot in my house, so I got the air going. I got window outside open. Blah blah blah. So, anyways, before we get started, we're gonna do the housekeeping stuff, which is obviously, if you guys haven't already, I'm gonna go through this fast. So just stay put. If you guys haven't already, go follow the Instagram. Go follow the official Instagram of the channel, mraider.ig. It's classic as it's ever been. There you'll get exclusive content that you guys don't see on the channel, here on the channel, and I get stuff put out there more often on the Instagram than I do here. But today we're going to talk about Jadavoen and Clowney, and I think this is one of the first times where you can actually say that we actually have a topic to talk about for one of the streams. So this rumor that we're talking, no, I've had this one. Shout out to my aging case. I've had this case since I've gotten this phone. It looks like, I know, it looks like an Apple phone because of the top, but it's not. Yeah, the rumor of Jadavoen Clowney coming to the Raiders is started on Monday, and so basically the Raiders are very interested in Jadavoen Clowney, star free agent Jadavoen Clowney, so much so that reportedly confirmed by Victor Fur of The Athletic, who is a big, reporter of ours. He's one who you can trust. So much so that John Gruden is willing to bump up the price tag we're trying to give Clowney. Now, there's been rumors that the Jadavoen Clowney sweepstakes is between three teams: Tennessee, going back to Seattle, or coming to Vegas. And obviously, everybody who's watching this video knows what we want, except for exception there. But Jadavoen Clowney would be awesome. Oh man, I can't imagine Jadavoen Clowney in our rotation. There's a lot of fans out there, a lot of people out there that are saying, "Oh, well, if we sign Clowney, Farrell is gonna lose his job." No, he's not. People don't understand how fundamentals work. Basically, what will happen is, and this is big credit to the fact that Paul Gunther's defense is very complex. It's just, why is this defense so complex? What will happen is you'll keep Farrell and Crosby on the edges, right? Like they're supposed to be. And then you can throw Clowney in the spot of Mohurst or in the spot of Hankins, or you could just shift them all over and then add the extra. They call them a sub left end, or in general, just a sub defensive end. And so you add those guys, and then you have your five guys. You got five guys like the hamburgers. By the way, the Five Guys hamburger chain is so much money. Do you read the chat live? I do. I do read the live chat. I do. So yeah, Jack, I read your message. What's up? However, like I was saying, so you got the five of them, and so basically it's the rotation thing. And since the Raiders run a 3-4, yeah, 3-4. Wait, yeah, I think they run a 3-4. Basically the rotation ends up to be where Clowney would basically play as our sub D end, whether it's left or right. I don't know. Now, a lot of teams who want to sign Clowney, and this is probably the reason why Clowney's on the market still, arguably. Sometimes some people forget that Clowney's still even a free agent. But the reason why he's, still on the market is mainly because of the fact that he got a muscle core injury. And so, that's awesome. I'm hanging out. Try to follow Broken Down. Are you one of his buddies? Oh dear. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry to hear the broken down car didn't accept your request. Um, guess I'll go ahead and let him know for you if you give me a username. However, like I was saying, so that's what would happen. Now, like I said, a lot of teams are skeptical of signing Clowney, which is probably the reason why he suffered a muscle core injury, and so he only had 3 sacks this whole entire season, and that is probably because of the muscle core injury. Now, people seem to forget. I know people seem to forget that this kid was the number 1 overall pick in 2014. Okay, I think he's. All right then. Keep those opinions to yourself. I personally don't think they suck, but that's you. So, um, like I was saying, darn, sometimes these comments throw me off topic. But like I was saying, um, people seem to forget Clowney was the first overall pick in 2014, and he went off in his rookie year. 12 sacks. He was a monster. You know, I think if he hadn't gotten injured, he would have been the same way in Seattle. And quite frankly, they probably would have re-signed him right off the bat. But like I said, I would love to have Clowney. That would just throw. I mean, our defensive end is still maturing. Our defensive interior is still maturing, so you really can't say much. But that would give us such another potent option, such another firecracker option. But the thing is, the Raiders only have 8.28 million cap, 8.2 million in cap room, and then we need to sign our rookies, which cost about another 6 million. So what's going to happen is if we sign Clowney, somebody's going to get cut. Oh god, what is this? Hold on. Norton Security, I ain't got time for you. Oops. But like I was saying, I would love to have Clowney, but the only thing is we don't have enough money. Now, the Raiders can create cap space if they do release somebody or rework somebody's contract. I think if we release somebody, it's going to be Gabe Jackson. Now, the Raiders don't want to cut Gabe Jackson in case we really need to. And considering the fact that Gruden is enamored with Clowney, I think if he really wants him, he's going to do it. By do it, I mean, cut Gabe Jackson, or they can rework Tyrell Williams' contract, which is probably more preferable in this situation. But Clowney would be such a good fit with us. He would bring us at least 6 extra sacks this season, because Crosby is going to get double teamed like crazy this season because NFL defenses don't know how to game plan for him last year. And I'm going to keep saying that. I'll say that again is Crosby is going to get double teamed and he's going to go down in production, which would hopefully open up the gate for Clelin Ferrell because the Raiders need Clelin Ferrell to shine. He had a lot of skeptics that we picked him with the 4th overall choice, but I mean, that's that. But like I'm saying, I doubt Ferrell flops, but that would help us out so much. I mean, the 3 of those guys, it would be lethal, especially if we keep them around for at least 3 seasons together, which I don't think we keep Clowney more than maybe 2 if we get lucky. But that would be awesome. We would definitely have more than, I think we had 32 sacks of the unit last year. We would definitely have a bit more. And we would be able to throw Clowney in his big frame all over the field. I mean, all over the line, rather. So that would be a great scheme fit. Like I said, it would be 5 wide, and we would set Clowney on the sub left end or the sub right end, keep Ferrell and Crosby there, and then combine them with either Malik Collins, Mo Hurst, who I'm really holding hope out on that he performs well this season, or Jonathan Hankins, or if they really want to, PJ Hall, but we don't talk about him. So yeah, it would be really interesting to see how the Raiders would want to move Clowney around. But now here's the other thing. Now that we talked about scheme fit, now we're going to talk about financially. Okay, So the Raiders are not in a good cap situation right now. The Raiders only have $8.2 million in cap room. And that is because we signed the likes of Nick Kwiatkowski. We spent a bunch of money on Corey Littleton. We overpaid for Carl Nassib, no matter which way you look at it. I think we overpaid just a tad for Carl Nassib. Then we have, we did a bunch of re-signings, and then, I'm trying to think of I think those are like the three big free agents we got. Then we have Mariota on a incentive-based deal who could make up to $42 million only if he replaced his car. But still, just that fact is ouch. Just that fact is like, wow, ouch. But so the cap space requires at least $6 million to be left over for rookies, according to the CBA. And so if we sign rookies, with the exception of Clowney, if we don't sign Clowney, if we just do the rookies and then we use whatever's left on Clowney, that's not going to work. Because although Clowney has said in the past that he will take a below market deal to play at this point, he's not going to want $2 million. I mean, yeah, it's not going to happen. I don't know what his price range is. However, I have that's what happens when you talk a lot. But I've heard rumors that he wants at least 1 year, $20 million. So his price tag is kind of in the middle. But I think it's worth it. And I know that, like I said, if Gruden really wants him, he'll raise up the price. Now, in terms of the offers that he's getting from other teams, according to sources, the Seahawks are offering him 1 year, $16 million. Well, actually, I'm wrong. So the Titans are offering him 1 year, $18 million. But they're kind of thinking about taking away that offer because of his injury. And the GM, John Robinson, wants to see him in action, which is obviously understandable because, obviously a core injury is not something you mess with. But I've also heard that the Seahawks are giving him about $15 million over a year. And I've heard that the Raiders are a distant third with maybe, there's no clear price tag, right? But I'm going to guess that based off of those two rumors that I've heard, that are what we're giving Clowney at the moment, or the contract proposition at the moment, is probably around 14 to 12 million. Now, there's been a lot of Raider fans that are on both sides of the spectrum. Do we overpay or do we not pay? Are we giving too much or are we giving too low? And yeah, those days. Carson, I'll talk about that at the end. Hold on. So, like I said, obviously he's not gonna want a little money, and quite frankly, he doesn't deserve little money either. But like I said, that's what now. Like I've said, there's two sides of the spectrum for Raider fans. There are some Raider fans who are saying, "Well, I want him," and "Oh, you bet I'm gonna make a jersey swap for him in the post," and "Oh, he would be such a good fit." But then they're like, "I don't want to spend all that money." And then there's Raider fans that are like, "Let's go get him. Yeah. And then there's Raider fans that are like, why? And then there's Raider fans that are like, if we couldn't give Mac that money and Mac and Clowney are the same players, why are we going to play Clowney? And to be quite frank, all three of those arguments are kind of justifiable. And I know that Raider fans only bring with the Mac one because they're still attached to Mac, even though they don't realize that if we don't get Jacobs, we're irrelevant. Just going to go out there and say it, spill the tea. But, it doesn't take a genius unless you're really, reliant on the fact that, well, Carr did good. Carr did do good this year. But, unless you're really reliant on luck, let's be honest, Jacobs carried. I always tell people, this is how it goes, okay? If we don't trade Mac, no Jacobs. If we don't get Jacobs, no 7 wins. If no 7 wins, we probably only win about 3 games this year, and we're irrelevant once again. Which then causes Gruden to be on the hot seat, which then also causes us to blow up the roster again, right? And that's not what we're trying to do. Add that with the fact that if we only win 3 games, there's a good chance Carr is gone, and the fact that pretty much all our coaching staff would probably be fired. Probably not offensive coordinator, but, Paul Guenther would be gone. I mean, please, Paul Guenther, please get fired this year. I'm begging you. Please resign. You suck. But, it's like a domino effect. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is Jacobs is the Raiders. Jacobs is the face of the Raiders, and Jacobs is the only reason why the Raiders are even being talked about. That's it. Anyways, there's a bunch of Raider fans that are like, well, yeah, why are you going to pay Clowney that money? What's up, Mike? I haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing? But there's a lot of Raider fans that are like, well, if we're going to pay Mac that money, then why? Then there's fans that are saying we're nothing without Carr. Well, I mean, Carr's 70% completion percentage helped, but then he was check down king instead of going, so I mean, I guess there's an argument there. Yeah. But, I mean, even Andy, Jacobs carried the Raiders. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, However, like I was saying, and I understand those points that people crying about Mac, but listen, Clowney doesn't want $138 million. We would only be giving Clowney 20 max, I would think. Even though Gruden is really high on him and Gruden loves him, and we would probably want to go ahead and overpay for Clowney. Guenther didn't suck. Defense. Yeah, there's an argument there, too, that he didn't have enough talent, which is probably, honestly, why the Raiders are giving him one last year to put it all together, and if he doesn't, goodbye. But, that's probably also the reason why we brought in Rod Marinelli to look over his shoulder. Hey, I'm going to take your job, type of thing. So, So, what side am I on? You guys are probably asking, what side am I on? And I'm on the side, pay him. We need him. I would love him. Please. And I know that, like I said, and I know Gruden would agree. Now, there's been rumors, and I don't know how true these are, but there's been rumors that the Raiders haven't upped the contract offer, despite the fact that Gruden wants to up it so bad, because Mark Davis and Mike Mayock won't allow for it. But here's my thinking. Mark Davis sold his soul to John Gruden. When we rehired John Gruden basically owns the team. It's John Gruden's team. He has roster control, trade control, GM control, whether Mayock likes it or not. He's got control of the stadium. I mean, he's got it all. So, despite the fact that, Mark Davis and Mike Mayock say, no, you own the darn operation, so why not? Obviously, if we're going to give Clowney even a considerable contract, we would have to cut somebody, which is why I bring up Gabe Jackson. Like I said, Raiders don't want to cut him unless they really have to. And I think if Gruden really wants Clowney, it'll happen. But like I've said, and I'll keep saying this, Clowney would be a good fit, and he would fit. But for all you people that don't listen, no, Farrell would not get replaced. And no, neither would Crosby. And we would basically set Clowney on the sub-DN side of our line, which would allow us 5 people. So it would be Clowney at the very end. Then it would be Farrell, Crosby. I'm just going to go off the starters, right? So it would be Farrell. Then it would be Jonathan Hankins. Then it would be Mo Hurst. And then it would be Crosby. Yeah, to finish out the line. And then throw Clowney on the bookend. So, I mean, that's how it works. And I'm sick and tired of hearing fans telling me that Farrell's going to get benched. No. In fact, if somebody else tells me that, I'm going to block him. But, yeah. I mean, he's not getting benched. He's not. we might as well trade him if you were going to bench him. Like, I mean, it's not going to happen. How many years did the Raiders? I think it's just the one. There's no contract numbers out, but based off what we've heard, the Seahawks are giving him 1 year, $15 million, and then the Titans want to give him a little bit more, a shade about 17, 16 million. But I've heard that the Titans want to take a look at him in a workout before they actually officially offer a contract. So I'm gonna guess. I'm no Mr. Krabs out here, but I'm gonna guess that it's about 12 to 14 million on the Raiders' end, and like we all know that Gruden really wants him. So no, he is not getting benched. Okay, unless you're new here, let me repeat myself. Rewind. I wish I could take that clip that I just talked about right now and just freaking replay it for anybody who wants to say that. Listen, let's get it. Listen, let's get it. Let me talk to you. But here's what would happen. So the Raiders were in a 4-3, right? Okay. So if we sign Clowney, that would allow us to go ahead and put Clowney at a sub D end. Basically, what a sub D end is almost like any other sub, where you could put an extra player in the actual play. Now, Clowney would only come in on some plays for this to work, but this is how it would work. Okay, so you have Farrell, Hankins, Hurst, Max Crosby, and then on the very end, almost like he's playing linebacker, you would have Jadavoen and Clowney. So no, Farrell would not get benched, even though some of you social media heads want to believe it. Farrell will not get benched. Yep, I've said it, and there you go. It's all about fundamentals. The fundamentals. If the Raiders play it the way they like I've described, we would just throw. No, he's. Oh. Some of you guys have to be messing with me at this point, man. I'm not even gonna respond anymore. I mean, come on now. If you really want to hear what I feel about it, rewind the video about maybe 30 seconds, and you'll find it. But I know. In fact, Andy, you want to do me a favor? I don't know if you're watching this on your phone, right? But you want to go back a little bit and screen record that for me? Send it to me, and then so I can post it to all these clowns that want to believe that we're going to bench Farrell, please? I would appreciate that if you go just rewind a bit for me. That would actually help me a lot. But, yeah, if you want me to say it again while you're recording, I'll just go ahead and say it again because I know people are going to keep trolling. So, yeah. I don't know why people think Farrell's going to get benched. They obviously don't know, huh? They obviously don't know why. They obviously don't know fundamentals of the game. So, bro, Farrell's not getting benched. Yes. No, he's not, Mike. You tell him. He's not getting benched. Oh, dear. They think that because he was a rookie, he was raw, and he only had 4 sacks last year while giving us like 7 penalties against the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. That's what they think. That's what they think. That's not how it works, people. That's not how it works. It's funny, but that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works. But that's pretty much all I have to say on Clowney. Other than that, there's been just COVID. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have said it. But pandemic updates. They're saying that coaches and players, the dude gained 15 pounds. Exactly. In fact, let me just go ahead and say that now. For you, here's another one you can record, Andy, as well. My reasoning also for that is, listen, ready? Here it goes. Farrell has put in the work this whole offseason. Okay. Farrell has been working with a private trainer along with Colts defensive tackle DeForest Buckner. Those two have been working in Miami, in the suburbs of Miami, with some private trainer to build muscle. within that time span, Pharaoh has gained about 15 pounds of muscle, as Mike just referenced to. So no, Pharaoh is not getting benched. Affirmed, done, said, package delivered. Yep. I think I've said all that needs to be said. Thanks for helping me add that, but I think I've said that that's all that needs to be said. Oops. But anyways, other than that, we've had updates for the whole COVID thing and all that. So they're saying that the Raiders are only going to allow 19.7% of fans in the stadium this year, which I'm really bummed about. I really am. You have to be bummed, right? This was supposed to be the glamorous year where, after 3 years of building that crown jewel, the Allegiant Stadium, Monday Night Football, we were supposed to have that big grand opening against the Saints where it was supposed to be a close game. I don't know if we would win that game, but still, it was supposed to be full with all 65,000 fans coming together as one in a full stadium and a loud house. And now we're only going to have 19,000 fans. Yeah. Yikes. So that sucks. I'm really bummed out about that. It's sad. I know there's some people out there who are just wishing we stayed in Oakland one more year and then going into Vegas next year. And honestly, if we were in Oakland and this was the whole situation in Oakland, I wouldn't have cared. But, yeah. So you guys can go ahead and keep talking in the comment section while I just go over the stuff that I would usually go over at the beginning of the video that I am at the end, because I know you guys wanted me to get into the topic, and I had 6 people in here at the time, and I didn't want to lose them. So, there's that. So, few things to go over. One, like I said, if you guys haven't followed the Instagram yet, what are you doing? Go follow that. It's probably one of the best Raider pages you're ever going to see. There's a lot of Raider fan pages better than me, but I like to – oh, wow, that kind of rhymes. But, you got – I like to put my personality into it. Just go ahead and go follow it for exclusive content you don't see on the channel. Stuff that I don't get to post on the channel as quickly as I do here. What? Stuff as – yeah, never mind. Yeah. So stuff as quickly as I don't get to post – stuff as quickly that I don't get to post on the channel, and I do it on the Instagram. You guys also get series and interesting posts, interactive posts. So just go follow it, please. With that being said, also, if you guys want to, go ahead and go follow that. Now is the time, because I'm having a 1,000 follower giveaway. I recently hit 1,000 followers on the Instagram. 2 weeks ago, it was I think it was like. I did hear about that. They're not gonna allow jersey exchanges this year, and that's kind of really retarded, because you're gonna. Thank you, Andy. You're gonna tell people that they can tackle, but they can't touch each other after the game. Are you kidding? And yeah, what? Okay, so COVID during the game is permitted, but after the games, oh my God, no, stay away. Oh my God. That's basically what they're saying. It's like, oh man. That's basically what they're saying in a nutshell. But like I was saying, so yeah, I'm gonna have a giveaway on my Instagram channel, on the Instagram page, and I'm gonna be giving away specially made 1K t-shirts. I'm going to pick a winner. I'm going to pick one winner. And exactly. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the giveaway on my Instagram. And so I'm getting the shirts made right now. They're in my local print store shop. So I'm just waiting for the owner of the shop to call me and tell me that they're ready so I can go pick them up. He can call at any minute. So, but they're going to look really cool. They're going to have a specially made 1K design that replicates my whole entire year on the Instagram base. And they're going to look really cool. Now, I have the exact design on a piece of paper sitting right next to me, but you guys are going to have to wait and see for that. Thanks for sending the clip. But,
they're gonna look really cool. And like I said, one winner is gonna get picked. And if you go on and enter the giveaway, go follow that ASAP, because I don't know when I'm going to go ahead and get the shirts, but they could, I could get them tomorrow. I could get them Monday. It could happen anytime soon. So, but yeah, it could happen at any given time. So, yeah. You guys will just have to wait and see. Other than that, I've also mentioned that I opened up an M-Raider interactive shop on the Instagram as well. I opened up an interactive shop where you guys can go ahead and pay to get like a follow. You can go ahead and pay to get an edit. And I'm in the process of making a YouTube scroll. And so what that is basically, if you Venmo me or Cash App me $5, I know it's a lot, but if you do that, you get your name on a YouTube scroll that I'll attach to the end of my videos, special videos, and you guys basically go ahead and get to have your name there for 2 weeks, and it's just basically like a shout out. You put whatever you want it to say there. I prefer it's nothing inappropriate, but yeah. The green screen, I'm going to start using that here pretty soon. I just got to get the other stuff hooked up and, get all the technology. Now, the one reason why I haven't used it yet is because the studio is not done. I'm still going to get so the studio is carpet flooring. So I'm going to get the carpet flooring removed, and I'm going to put tile. Once I get the tile removed, I can start using this thing. Yeah. So the studio is still a work in progress, but I couldn't wait to start using it, so we're here. I mean, it's better. It's a way more optimal space, and you guys are getting way better content out of it. So, yep. I have a few series ideas that I'm coming up with, gaming series ideas, just other series ideas that I can do with the screen back here. So, hint. I have thought of when 2K21 comes out, NBA 2K21 comes out. I've thought about making a storyline where a Raider player goes from the NFL to the NBA and doing it there. But that's all I'm going to spill. That's it. That's all you guys are getting. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see when I can start using the green screen, but hopefully it's soon. Sometimes what I hate about these earphones is they make your ears sweaty and itchy. But I got to have these on so the audio can sound better. But it's fine, Other than that, Raider Nation, that's pretty much all I got. Let's go ahead and see if there's any other headlines. Now, let me go ahead and go through the comments real fast, see if I missed anything. Andy, you talked about the Washington Warriors, yeah. So it sounds like the Washington NFL franchise is going to go with the Washington Warriors. Raider Showcase, you're still with that, my guy? Or are you a new one? Here's what I think is going on. You're making extra accounts on the job, and you're just putting that in. But if it's fine, if that's what the case is, that's fine. Go ahead, because I'll keep throwing you that same clip. I ain't got to repeat myself anymore. I ain't got to repeat myself anymore because I got it recorded. But I know you gotta love some of these trolls. But anyways, like you were, wait. So what's up with the Redskins name? So I don't like getting into this topic, but I guess I'll get into it one time. So because of everything that's going on right now, oh yeah, there you go. Because of everything that's going on right now, a bunch of people are saying that the name's racist, and they're saying they need to change the name because it's racist, and the black communities and the Native Americans and all these people don't like it. Same with the Cleveland Indians name. So it's basically just everything that's going on around the road right now. Pepsi, FedEx, and all kinds of other special companies have pulled out of supporting the Washington franchise. So they got to change their name. So, yeah. Basically, that's all it is in a nutshell. People are sensitive, and it's very sad that we're catering to some of these people in today's world. But Crosby is okay. I'm done with you, dude. I'm done with you. You are a troll. Crosby's on his rookie contract. How is he going to be overpaid? What? I'm done, dude. You're done. Get out of here. Bye. I hope that you're a troll, and because of that, I'm going to put you on a timeout. You're going on a timeout. No. Oh my God, these kids. You got timed out for 300 seconds. So stop that already. You know, it's getting it's quite funny, but I ain't got time for that. But yeah, you guys were talking about the Warriors, and I don't like that. There's already a Warriors in sports, the Golden State Warriors. Like, why would we want to go with the Red Tails or something, man? I don't know. I don't like that, but yeah. But other than that, Raider Nation, this stream is only almost 40 minutes. It's almost 7 o'clock. Let's see. Thoughts on rumors about Williams getting traded. Now there was a hold on, Farrell's gonna be traded. Oh, here we go. Who is this guy? So this guy, unless it's one of you fan accounts that I know, let me take a picture of that. Unless it's one of you fan accounts that I know, I don't know who this is. It's got to be one of you trolls that either are fans with broken down car, know me, or just know my account so much to prove that you're a big fan. That's it. That's got to be it, right? Because you keep making troll accounts on the job. In fact, I'm surprised Google hasn't blocked your number yet. Because Google only allows you to activate so many accounts on the same phone number. So I'm really surprised they haven't disabled you. Oh, come on, security. Really? Okay, hold on. Let me take a picture of that real fast so I can do some research here. And did you say Farrell was going to get traded? No, that's even worse. What? Okay. Well, hey guys. So Mike had asked about Tyrell Williams. Well, yeah, I've heard the rumors about him getting traded. I think you're talking about Tyrell, right? But I've heard the rumors about him getting traded. I don't think he gets traded. I think if anything, we go ahead and just cut some of his salary. That's it. Now, I have said, and I'll say this and I'll say this again. When we drafted Brian Edwards, that kind of brought up something totally brand new asset. And that is, I think Tyrell Williams is on borrowed time now that we drafted Brian Edwards. Brian Edwards is eventually going to take over for Tyrell. And I think what's going to happen is, like I said, Tyrell's on borrowed time. And I think Tyrell's contract is only for like 2 or 3 years. So this might be his last year of the contract. I think that they will let him go. And then they're going to go ahead and start Edwards. That's got to be it. Edwards was a first-round talent before he got hurt. So, yeah. I think people think I'm crazy. People think I'm nuts. But I truly think that Edwards is on borrowed time. So, it would benefit us to trade Williams, but not right now. You know? So, yep. That's my thoughts on it. Because there's no way we drafted Brian Edwards, the first-round talent in the 3rd round, to sit on the bench his whole career. Not going to happen. Him and Henry Ruggs are the future of our receiving corps. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, also, I got to say this. This happened a long time ago, but this still triggers me to this day. You people now think that we drafted Brian. Now that we drafted Brian Edwards, some of you guys think that Renfrow is a receiver 4. No, he is not. No, he is not. He is not a receiver 4, and he is not getting cut. In fact, one of you guys told me that Renfrow is going to get cut. What? Renfrow is our slot receiver. I nicknamed him Slot Junkie. There's a reason why he's nicknamed 3rd in Renfrow. Renfrow is not leaving our team. Renfrow is not getting traded. Renfrow is not getting cut. And most of all, Renfrow is not a receiver 4. And I'm sorry for whoever's ears I hurt. But I got to say it. That's the only way you can get your point across. You know? Some of these kids, man. Oh, man. It's like a slap of a knee, you know? But fourth and Renfro. Yeah. Hey, but AJ Cole is really good, so we don't really have a need to go ahead and we don't really have a need to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. With training camp coming up within the next few weeks, guys, I'm gonna start talking about training camp battles here pretty soon, so get ready for that. The receiving one is gonna be a really interesting one because the last receiver spot's gonna come down to 3 guys: Marshall Aitman, Keelan Doss, Zay Jones, and Nelson Aguilar. So that's 4. But yeah. Yep. Other than that, I'm gonna let you guys talk in the chat for a few minutes before I go ahead and head out. The stream's already been 40 minutes, and that's part because it's been so successful with so many people coming in. So I hope we get a new kicker too. Yes, me too. Me too. Daniel Carl. Oh. I'm you know what? No. Oh my God. Remember when Marshall Aitman back in 2017? Remember when Marshall Aitman went flying after he got tackled against the Dolphins? Let me tell you guys something. If Daniel Carlson, okay, somebody record this, just to have it on memories, okay? If Daniel Carlson misses another kick, and if that kick cost us a game, I'll do a whole rant video talking into the microphone like this about him. Yep. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. I'll bring up the microphone this close and I'll just rant. And honestly, with some of these silly games the Raiders could lose this year, you guys will probably be seeing a lot of that. So get used to it. But other than that, Raider Nation, I think I'm going to dip out of here. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Be healthy. I hope all you guys had a good 4th of July, by the way. So, yeah. But until then, Raider Nation, see you guys next time. And as always, go Raiders.